July is here, so it's time for my July TBR. And I'm going to tell you it's going to be a bigger one than normal. But there's shorter books, so I think it's very doable. At least it's somewhat doable. Let's look at them. First up is The Cemetery of Untold Stories. I actually finished this yesterday, July 1st, so I will have a review for you shortly on this one. Very excited to talk to you about that. Prince of Flowers by Nasri Noor, and Mandrake Manor by PJ Rhineflesh. I'm very excited to get to this one as well. Now on to the new stuff. There is The Daughter's War by Christopher Buehlman. I'm actually listening to this on audiobook, and I've already started on it, and I'm really excited to dive into this one. Then there's Negative Space by B.R. Yeager. I'm really intrigued by this one. I really can't wait to read it, so that's why I kind of hopped into the front of the pile. The Sapphire Sunset by C. Travis Rice, aka Christopher Rice. I need something like this, I think, in my life, especially after my Pride Month reads kind of fell a little flat. I want something that feels like it'll be what I want. And then I'm going to try another modern thriller. This is Where the Bodies Are. I bought this a while back on Target, mostly based on the cover because I thought it looked cool. So we'll see how that works out. And then I have 5 books that are relatively quick reads that I'm pretty sure will be easy enough to get to, which is kind of where I'm getting to 12 books this month. And that is Duke. This is from the Energon universe by Image Comics and Skybound Entertainment, which is a follow-up to Transformers, which is a follow-up to Void Rivals. I've been talking about these, and I'm excited to get caught up on those 2 trades. And then there's GoBots, which I was trying to read previously this year and didn't get around to, so I want to slip that back in there. So very toy-centric graphic novels. I didn't really realize that until now. So this next one's kind of a weird one. I wanted to get Teen Witch on Blu-ray because it's Teen Witch and it's great. Only one place had it, and it was this really kind of cool, like punk horror store in Portland, and they had this book as well, Movie Madness. It's 30 years behind the iconic Portland video store, and it just looked like a fun. I mean, this is very tiny. It's like a little magazine, basically. But I'm excited to dive into this. I actually sort of lost track of this for a little bit, and then I found it in a pile the other day. I'm like, oh, I want to read this. And then sort of a different one for me. This is Barbie, the World Tour. This one I was really interested in because I really loved what they did during the World Tour. Basically, they took iconic Barbie fashions and they created them in real life for Margot Robbie to wear on various red carpets and appearances during the promotional tour for Barbie. And I just thought the artistry there and the way that they translated those fashion doll outfits, some of which, were from decades and decades earlier, into something that was wearable on a red carpet was just really cool. So I'm really excited to get to read that and learn more about the process. And of course, see all the pretty pictures because that's really what most of this book is. We got all kinds of stuff here. I'm very excited for the month of July.